Good afternoon, amigos, from
Boca de Tomatlan.
That is right. We are in the furthest south point you can drive to in Puerto Vallarta, or we're in the Bay of Banderas. From here, we are going to go on an epic 2-hour-long hike.
I brought snacks.
We're gonna try and find 2 beaches on our way.
Maybe 3.
Let's hope we don't get lost. Now, you can take a water taxi to all of the beaches we're going to today, but that's not nearly as much fun. Now, to get to Boca, we hopped on one of the orange buses. We'll link all the information below. That was about a 20-minute ride, and I think this is gonna be a 2-hour hike.
Are we there yet?
That will take us to several different, beautifully pristine beaches. Hopefully we can make it there. More importantly, hopefully we can make it back, but I think you're gonna enjoy this adventure with us.
Hopefully.
According to a sign, we are 625 meters away from Playa Colomitos. Watch out for the barbed wire. The hike started off with about 1,500 meters maybe. The 1,100 meters was the first sign, but it was a small 5-minute hike to that one. We are definitely in the jungle.
Look at him.
Well, amigos, we have made it to Playa Colomitos, and we're the only people here for a solid 5 minutes. So it looks like there's a boat of 6 or 7 people just not showing up. This is about halfway. I don't know in meters if it's actually halfway, but just hiking to this spot in and of itself is amazing. We'll give you some views. It's well worth the sweat. Check that, we were the only people here at this beach the entire time. It's beautiful. Beach tip or hike tip, we took off super early in the morning. Well, not super early. What time did we get on the bus? 8:15? Pretty early for here. We got here a little after 9:15, maybe 9:10. And there's not very many people here. Try not to get wet. Moral of the story, go on a weekday and take off early. The cool part about this hike is I think it combines the best of both worlds in Vallarta, the jungle and the beach. And I think that's, the jungle is really one thing that makes Vallarta super unique. And speaking of unique, I don't know if unique's the right word.
Oh, thank you.
After living here for, how long did we live here total? A year and a half, year. We've never done this full hike. We've only done halfway to Colomitos.
It's really hot in this thing. Just laying on the beach.
So this is something,
Hopefully you get to see us make it.
hopefully so, but it's a shame we've never done the full thing. I say that now.
Yeah.
I could take that back.
It's such a shame. At this unnamed beach. It is absolutely beautiful. There are no vendors. The water is crystal clear, not a wave, not a rock in sight. There's one person snorkeling and us, and that's it. The beach itself is pretty small. No vendors, no food, no drink, no snacks, which may be good or bad, but the beach is completely shaded. So
it's like out of a movie, like if you got dropped on a
private beach.
Oh my goodness. And we decided this is not Playa Caballos, right?
No, this is not Los Caballos, I don't think so.
Huh.
But this is super pretty. Not gonna lie, I thought we were a little closer to Las Animas. We're not gonna lose hope. We have 2 bars in the bag. I think we'll make it by sundown. It's only 10.
At first this seemed like a good idea. We get to hike through the jungle. We get to see a different side of Vallarta. We get to explore different beaches. But the more boats full of passengers heading straight to Playa Las Animas or Yalapa that pass us, the dumber and dumber I feel as my forehead continues to fry and to soak in sweat. That is it was a huge iguana. Oh yeah, there it is. It's starting to feel like a scene from a movie where we're walking through the desert.
Well for the husband.
What?
Movie?
What movie is that? I was gonna say where we're just walking through the desert, starving.
You're not planning our day again.
Skin frying. If I were to give one tip, this is kind of like a cheesy life advice. Everybody says it's like enjoy the journey or appreciate the journey. It's not about the end destination.
Don't listen to him.
Well, I was gonna say actually, I have a feeling these beaches that we're passing are all gonna be better than Playa Las Animas. I mean, we're gonna find out. We're gonna have
Hopefully.
hopefully we're gonna have the ability to see all of them. But my advice to others is like, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna be at this beach all day. No vendors, no boats, no tour groups. So learn from our mistakes.
Your mistakes. We made it. I don't know if we're gonna make it today or not. I think there's beer over there.
so bad.
Worth the hike.
It's gonna be, well, worth the hike just to get nachos? We could've got these nachos in the
Oh yeah, not worth the hike.
All right, before we eat. We haven't communicated about this before, so I could be wrong. My beach tip, or like my idea, skip this beach, skip Playa Las Animas. If you're gonna do the hike, if you wanna see some of the best beaches, in my opinion, best beaches I've seen here in Vallarta, in the Bay of Banderas Bay, stick between like Colomitos and Animas.
I agree.
We'll put those names below, and they're like untouched, perfectly clean, beautiful water. No vendors.
A little bit more calm. They're tucked away in little coves, and so it's actually a little bit more calm than Los Animas, especially with no boat traffic.
Yes, you're not gonna have any boat traffic. Now the thing about no vendors, if you do choose to do that, I would carry a backpack full of like some snacks or some water for sure. So no vendors sometimes is a good thing, but when you want some nachos or like some chips with Valentina on it, whew, sometimes it helps to have a vendor. Hopefully finding a boat back to Boca won't be as difficult as the hike.
You can catch a boat from Boca.
Well, we can take a boat from Boca to find your favorite beach. We'll let you know. I think there's beaches for everybody here in Vallarta. I think the upside to Playa Las Animas and Yalapa, which is a little bit further down, are that you can come here, have a drink, maybe rent some snorkel gear, have some nachos or fish or whatever it is you want to eat.
Yeah.
So it's like everything is here for you. You don't necessarily have to bring anything other than yourself, possibly a towel. Now the downside is walking right behind me. They bring a lot of tours here.
Literally boatloads of people.
Boatloads of people. So I mean, take it for what it is. I think instead of booking a tour here, I would go on the adventurous side, do the hike, or take the orange bus to Boca and then rent a boat from there. You'll probably save a lot of money, but there's something to be said about just having it all done for you, right?
Right.
120% recommend what we just did. I know it's not quite possible, but the walk, how was the walk?
The walk was tougher than I thought, only because it's sweaty and a lot of stairs up and down, but in terms of like technicalities, there's no climbing up or down.
And I joked earlier, but if you really do just enjoy what you're seeing along the way, it's truly amazing. You get a wide array of beaches. Boca usually looks a lot prettier than this. There must have been a lot of rain up in the mountains that brought down all the
dirt, mud.
But Boca is usually not like your main destination, but it's still a cool little town with plenty to eat and drink. The boat ride back, I think that is a much different way to enjoy Vallarta. If you come here, you have to hop in a boat, then you can really appreciate the mountains, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's 40 to 50 pesos per person.
We paid 50 from Las Animas to get to here, 50 a piece, so 100 total. We threw in a tip. Speaking of tips, hashtag Animas trip, beach tip. We've noticed that some of these beach bar type places that are a little bit more touristy, they add in a service charge.
And
so,
don't tell you.
And they don't tell you. So we'll just leave that up to you whether you want to tip in addition to that or not, but just be
on the lookout on your bill.
Just be on the lookout. I think that is all we have for you. That was one of the more fun things we've ever done in this area, something we've never done before, which is saying a lot considering how much time we spend here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, click the bell so you get notified
every time
we upload a new video. Hopefully we can catch a bus back to Vallarta, and we'll see you.
Another hike tomorrow.
Adios.